Hey everybody, it's Maggie back again with another cosplay tutorial. So today I am doing Dabi from the League of Villains in My Hero Academia. He's one of my quick and easy cosplays. I usually do him either just before I wash my hair or just before I wash my brushes, depending on the situation. So if you saw my first video, you saw how I prep. I wipe my face down with a witch hazel pad, kind of wipe off the day because I am filming this after work, and clearly mess up on how much primer you're putting down. One day I'll put down the right amount. Today is not that day, but hey, we're here for a good time, not a long time. All right, you rub all that in, and for Dabi, he's very similar to Shoto in how I do his makeup. Starting with a cream stick from Maron. This time I'm going in with purple and a beauty blender, and I just kind of, using the cream stick, mark out where it is I want all of that purple to be. I realize you low-key look like that one Naruto character that you don't know the name of, but you know he has purple on his face, but it's whatever. That's not what we're here for today. So with Dabi, I'm blending out the purple marks that I made, adding more as needed. And don't be afraid to like pack it on there. I really only ever do just my face because I'm way too lazy to do my neck, arms, and chest. I'm not that dedicated to the character. He's kind of one of those toss around, bottom of the bag cosplays that I do, unfortunately. He's cool and all, but I mean, in canon, the boy has no personality and he's like high-key insane. I switched my lighting back to what it was the last time because I was trying to try something new, but then I realized I could not see a thing. So, carrying on. I'm adding a bit more purple, and it's okay to just kind of be messy with it because you're going to go back in with some eyeshadow and foundation and concealer to kind of tidy everything back up. So anyway, yeah, like in canon, no matter where you are, Dabi doesn't really have much of a personality. He's kind of just this brash, little bit rude type of guy. But fanon-wise, he is all over the place. So I'm going back in with the Modern Dreamer palette, and like I said, he's very similar to Shoto. I'm using the same colors, but in reverse. Starting with that plum color. I'm adding that over the purple Maron. And it kind of helps build up dimension. I don't have a special effects wheel, so I kind of make do with what I have. And I'm never too detailed with his scars. I just do the general outlines and go from there. Because I mean, like, he's the only one that looks like this in the show. So, like, if you don't know who I'm doing with this, if people don't know who you're doing with this makeup, then that's on them. They're not watching the same show. But anyway, so, yeah, I never actually intended to do Dabi when I first started. I got the purple because I was going to be doing Zeus from Lore Olympus. And taking more of the purple with a broader brush to cover more area. And don't worry if it's patchy, you know, it's supposed to be scars. And scars aren't even, so don't worry about any of that. And so I was just like, you know what? Let me try this one thing, because I had this old white shirt. And I ended up doing Dabi. And so now he's become one of my little backpack magic, I don't know. He's one of my little go-tos if I have low energy but still want to make content. So yeah. Just a tip, if you're like me and your bottom lip does curl forward like mine does, make sure you get that under part, because if it's patchy or like a completely different color, it's going to be seen when you're talking or filming, since I do film TikToks after I do my makeup looks. But I guess I should put a spoiler warning here or somewhere. And I don't know how far people are in the show, if they're only watching the show. I don't know how far people are going in the manga, if they're reading. I've read as far as chapter 296 as of filming. I know 297 is available in some areas, not everywhere. Now I'm going in, as you saw, with that red that the last time I started with, and I'm taking that little peachish tone in the center and using it as a bit of a highlight for the chin. And the red adds another layer of dimension to the colors, and I'm using that bigger brush to blend it all out. And remember, don't forget the bottom of the lip. And kind of just blending it all out. And another reason I don't do my neck is because I already have hyperpigmentation around my neck. So to me, it kind of just blends all together if I do it properly. So I don't worry too much about it. So back with the Maybelline. And I should have started with concealer. You'll see it in my face when I realize it later. And you just use that to kind of cut out where his scars start and stop. Also, if you see me looking down quite a bit, my cat is next to me. Her name is Tulemon. We call her Tuli. Sometimes we call her Chicken. And she likes to sit next to me when I do my makeup, so she's just kind of hanging out of frame. Let me know if I should, like, one day just, like, pick her up and let her be in the video, too. She'll make a face. She'll make, like, a really ugly face, but I think it's hilarious, so I might just put her in the next one. But anyway, you're going to take the same beauty blender you used and blend it all out. And it's okay if they smear together. It was right about here I realized I was supposed to have started with my concealer, not the foundation. But either way, we're going to fix that in a second. But yeah, anyway, depending on how far you are in the show is what's going to dictate how much you know about Dabi and how much you know about why he joined the League of Villains and all of that other good stuff. When you first meet him, he's saying that he agrees with Stain or whatever. This is me finding the concealer and realizing the mistakes I've made. But anyway, dot that all over where the normal skin is and go back in with the same beauty blender, blend it all out. The fandom has given him kind of a personality of his own, and the more you know about him, the more of a personality he kind of gets, especially in fandom spaces. And I think I base a lot of my content that I create with him based off of the fandom idea of him, simply because there's not really much to go on in canon. There's a lot more now, but there's not much to go on. As of like chapter 290, like there's a lot to go off of there. Also, you see part of my crown collection in the background. That was me telling Chicken to spit something out. I'm going in with the NYX. They're called the Hot colors, I believe. And this one was called Hot Black, and I used it to kind of black out my eyelids. With my Dabi Cosplay makeup, my thoughts are the more thrown together it looks, the better. Because he's kind of this hodgepodge character. This is me realizing I forgot the contacts. So after that, I go in back with that small brush we started with to touch up the makeup I cried off. And I'm going in with the Suva liner that I used for my eyebrows in Shoto and using it to draw his little staples. I don't worry about how big they are or how well they look, as long as it's about the same amount on each side. Now I know some cosplayers like to use the liquid latex, and I've seen some tutorials with liquid latex, cotton balls, tissue paper to create the scar effect, but I don't like peeling things off of myself. I know that if you've followed me for a while on my social media and you've seen, like, especially my mermaid looks that may sound crazy because I did stick a lot of stuff to myself for those. But I really don't like the time it takes to put it on, and I don't like the time it takes to peel it all off. So this is a quick and easy one for me. And plus, it's like, if people don't know who you're cosplaying this way, I don't know what to say. You're probably not watching the same show. So since we are in quarantine and my usual eyebrow places are closed, I do my eyebrows myself, which is why one of them looks like someone took a chomp out of it. But, you know, nothing makeup can't fix. As long as it looks okay in pictures, I'm fine. See, kinda fixed it. So I'm going in with a lip pencil that I honestly have no idea where it's from. I got it in an Ipsy bag, but it's a nice reddish color similar to the one we put over the purples. And then I'm following it up with a Black Radiance lipstick in the shade Purple Rain. And I do this because, one, again, it's adding dimensions to it, and then on top of it, the Purple Rain actually stains my lips. So this is so it's easier to wipe off and I can go to work tomorrow and not worry. So like I said at the beginning, Dabi is a quick and easy one that I use, especially if I'm about to wash my hair, because I just kind of spray my hair down with water and I hit it with a whole bunch of curling mousse. I think that one's Herbal Essences, but any of them kind of do. And then give it a little part, give it a little scrunch. Keep in mind, the guy lives with the League of Villains, and the League of Villains don't exactly have a home. So he's like high-key, low-key homeless. We love him though, but he's like high-key, low-key homeless. So the more thrown together you look, the better, in my opinion. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Super quick. And one more bump, and we are good. Thanks for watching, so let me know what character you want to see next. See you next time. Bye!
There you are, sweetheart. Sorry I'm late. I was looking everywhere for you.
Hey, we're busy here.
Are you really? It looked to me like the two of you were just leaving. Don't hold it against them. They're actually not all that bad. Where to? I'll be your escort this evening.